everyone! So I wanted to make this video because I get asked the same question each time I go to market. So I do craft fairs, that's where I usually sell my products. Is how I started my beauty business. I started designing cosmetics 10 years ago when I moved to China. I started because my skin was getting out of control. Now I went to China to do my degrees. I have my degrees in biological oceanography and my master's is in marine affairs. And I also did a certificate in business Chinese when I finished with my master's because I started my business in China. When I moved to China, the environment, the water, the food, everything was completely different from what I'm used to. So it did have a toll on my skin. My skin started breaking out a bit more. I have dry acne-prone skin, which I mention quite often on my social media. And my skin was just going out of control. So you're just breaking out a lot. At the same time, it was drier than usual. And that would cause my skin to become more oily, which clogged my pores, which then again caused me to break out. At some point, I started getting really desperate and depressed because I didn't know what to do. So I went to a place equivalent to Boots to try and find a solution, a cream, a serum, whatever would help. Now, if you live in China or you lived in China or you know someone with dark skin that lives in China, you will know about Maybai. So Maybai is a whitening cream and what they have in it is bleaching agents. When I went to the shop, I told them about my scars and they automatically looked at me and told me, well, we have this perfect cream for you and it will help fade out the scars, but at the same time it will whiten your skin and will make you more beautiful. So this is a thing in Southeast Asia. It's not only in Southeast Asia, it's a problem all over the world. But there I really felt it, where being whiter means that you are more beautiful, you will become more successful. Anything positive that you can associate with someone came with if you had whiter skin, and everything negative that you can associate with someone came with darker skin. Had chances, opportunities to perform when I was in China. Unfortunately, any form of modeling jobs or performing jobs like dancing, because I dance, came with the color of your skin. So that was another issue. I started off using whitening cream. I started bleaching my skin so I can start getting jobs, but also that the scars will go away. But in my head, that's what I was telling myself. But actually, I was whitening my skin. The scars will fade out, but because the cream dries out your skin, and I already have a problem with dry acne-prone skin, it made my skin even worse. So the cream will fade out the scars of some parts, but then because I was using all over my face, it would cause out problems in some other parts. So it just became a nasty cycle where I kept using the cream because I thought it was working, because the scars would go away, but then the other problems came back. Anywho, I did that for like almost 2 years, which you can imagine. I thinned out my skin was really dry, I had black spots some places, my skin was paler in some other places, I had like a yellow tone, a dark tone, it was just a whole mess. I had to try and explain to my mom how being this color was a big no-no in China and that I've been bleaching my skin. So my mom was a darker skinned woman than I am, and yeah, that was a very interesting conversation, one that I never ever want to have again in my life. But to summarize, in the end, I got myself together and I stopped using the cream. It's not as easy as that I just stopped using my cream because it's a mental thing, but I did. I got back to China, I still had a problem with my skin, so I needed a solution. I was lucky enough that I was doing my bachelor's already, so I learned how to use lab equipment, learned how to mix things together, but at the same time there was loads of information out there about natural remedies, and it's something that back home in Asia would be doing for ages, but for some reason we just, prefer creams. So I started doing more research on that, and yeah, that's how it all started. I started with making soap and hair oils because I've also damaged my hair. You always hear these wonderful stories of how somebody started in their kitchen. Mine is not as great. I started in my dorm. So in China, as I was studying with Chinese students, in one room we shared it with 4 people, so beds and then table. And that's where I started making my products in my dorm, which was not fun because there wasn't enough space. Moving fast forward to 4 years later, after I finished my bachelor's, I started doing little markets, and then the passion grew even more. And people started noticing my stuff. So like people would ask me, hey, what are you putting on your skin? Because your skin looks so much better. Or what are you doing to your hair? Because your hair looks so much healthier than what it was before. And that's how it all started. But I still wasn't focusing on it as a business. I was still doing it as, a hobby. During my second year of my master's program, I didn't really have any time to focus on the business. I was still doing it, as a hobby, just to make a bit of money here and there. But I did not have the time to really focus on it because I had to focus on my research paper for my thesis. And at the same time, that's when I met my husband. So I definitely did not have the time for anything else. I already had a part-time job and research papers and new men in my life. So no time for a business. After my master's, I did business Chinese. I decided, hey, why not get another qualification that would help me get a job? And I thought, because we live in Wales, by the way, because it's so green and it's natural and it's nice, I'm easily gonna get a job. I mean, I have a master's degree in marine science. I'm gonna get a job and I speak like 4 different languages. Easy. That did not happen at all. I was sending CVs after CVs and nothing would come out of it. And I started getting depressed because I was like, I've been in uni for so long, I've been studying this, I know this, but I can't do anything with it. And that's when it all clicked. I've been designing cosmetics for such a long time. At the same time, I'm passionate about the environment. Why not merge the two together? So I did try and find ways of designing products that's more environmentally friendly. It didn't start off as that, like the whole sustainable thing. It took me a while because at the same time I was still hoping I would find a job within environmental protection, so I wasn't focusing a lot on the business. It was only until last year that I registered my business as a limited company and really putting a lot of effort in doing more research work and actually building my business to what I want it to be. So this is how Say came about. And before, the name was also Say Beauté Naturelle, but no one could say Beauté Naturelle, so I just narrowed it down to Say Cosmetics because it's easy. Yeah. Years down the line, due to me studying marine science, I realized I was part of the problem because I was using ingredients that have a negative impact on the environment, and also my packages. If I see it now, I'm like, what were you thinking? Now I have packages that represents who I am or what I love, so it shows through my packages and it also shows through my business model. And that's how it started. So Say Cosmetics is our cosmetics designed to help your skin. So if you have sensitive skin, you can use it. It's also designed not to have a negative impact on the environment, be it through its ingredients or the packages that I use. Yeah, so this is my first video. I hope it wasn't too boring. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!